They call this set Topps Signature Class, but unless you buy a hobby, there's no guaranteed signatures. We're going to dive into it, take a look, and see if it's actually worth it to rip this. The box says to look for autographs, but there's nothing that says you're actually going to get one. Obviously, we're hunting for the good QBs, but let's see if these mega boxes are going to give us anything good. Welcome back, everybody. Tyson VS Card Hub back with another rip, and we're diving into Topps Signature Class Mega Boxes. We are continuing our theme of unlicensed football this week, basically going down the rabbit hole. We started out with Leaf, we got some Resurgence, we're now doing some Signature Class, and the next video, stay tuned on the channel, I'm going to rip all three of the Topps Mega Boxes there in the back. The Resurgence, the Chrome, and the Signature Class, just to see how they all stack up against each other. Give them all one last chance to stake their claim as the top mega box from Topps to rip. So look at the Signature Class. These mega boxes, they do have 10 packs, 8 cards per pack. So in true Topps fashion, you do get a lot of cards. These are pretty, compared to the Resurgence and the Chrome. Chrome's actually, you get quite a few cards, but this is definitely a beefy box. Like, you can tell there's more cards in there. It's similar to baseball. If you've watched any of my baseball videos where I ripped open Series 1, any of the Heritage, anything like that, the baseball mega boxes, those things are like bricks. Like, you could knock somebody out with them because you get so many cards in there. So it's kind of cool to see Topps, do the same thing with this. Whether that amounts to anything, we're going to find out. Obviously, we're looking for some autographs in here. It is called Signature Class, but unless you buy the hobby boxes, you're not getting a guaranteed signature. The hobby boxes, I believe it's 5 signatures per box. It follows the Panini Contenders layout. Panini Contenders, when you get your hobby, you're first off the line, you're going to get 5, I think it's 5 autographs at least. You might get some bonuses. In this one, really, you're looking for autographs, but you're not going to get anything. You are going to be looking for those Odyssey short prints. And you obviously have the blue and orange Mega Box exclusive parallels. So we'll see what those look like. And bronze retail exclusive parallels. So nothing too crazy, or at least not according to the box, but let's dive into it. I have seen a few of these ripped. The cards look pretty good. They kind of follow kind of a mix, at least from what I've seen. Kind of how I was looking at them. They look like a mix of Contenders and Panini Prestige. So they're the plain-ish white paper stock. But yeah, they look like a mix of Prestige and Contenders. But they are clean looking cards. So I'm kind of excited to see these ones. And there's all our packs. They are shoved in there. Yeah, there's a big old brick of packs. Got them all here. I'm going to go ahead and we'll just open up the other one so I'm not fumbling with it later on. Yeah, Topps Chrome has been really good to me. I talked about it in the Resurgence video, but I've had a ton of good stuff come out of Chrome, both in breaks and just personal rips. Like, Chrome seems to just like spit out inserts and stuff out of the mega boxes. I don't know if Topps maybe juiced them up because it was their first real big release since Composite last year. They decided to juice up Chrome and just give everybody a little bit of everything. But yeah, Chrome really has treated me well this year. So definitely excited to see if this is any different than Resurgence or lives up to, the Chrome legacy. Resurgence was just kind of, it was Resurgence. It was kind of meh. Nothing exciting. Like, the cards look cool. The designs, like I said, with Resurgence, it almost seemed like they tried to do almost too much with the designs. I just kind of said, we're going to go for all the electric. And I don't know. It almost kind of took over the cards. So these look pretty cool. They are, it's paper stock. It's not chromium or anything, but it is paper stock. Man, I think got it. Looks like somebody drew a big old line across it. You can kind of see that in the light there. Alright, looks like somebody wrote on top of it. So there's our base cards. Here we've got a little Paramount Pairings. Jason Witten and Jay Novacek. Not numbered, looks like just a normal insert. And then we got Michael Vick and Jayden Newton. Really got to look for those rookie shields. It's kind of hard to see them. They put them on that black area right there. So Jayden Newton, he's been destroying everybody's hopes and dreams all year. You see a Commander's color card, you end up pulling him out and just go, oh, okay, that's cool, thanks. Jerome Bettis, Palomalu. So yeah, the cards are really cool. Ooh, this could be a nice one. There's Anthony Gould for a rookie, and Jonathan Brooks, rookie. And this one, it did look pretty shiny. Drew Brees. And how about Spencer Rattler? That is numbered 134 out of 150. Saw it peeking out back there. Looked nice and shiny. But there's Brees and Rattler to 150. That's pretty cool. We already have, out of 2 packs, we've already got more numbered cards than I got in Resurgence. So there we go. Cool. That's actually a really cool looking card. Alright, I see you, Signature Class. Yeah, other than that though, I mean, the cards, they are a little plain. They aren't as busy as Contenders is this year. I've seen some of the Contenders, super busy cards. Like, they're just, it's like they shoved everything they could into the Contenders. They're fighting with Resurgence. There's Devontae Walker. There's Thurman Thomas. I'm assuming that's going to be the orange. So 4 blue and orange. So it looks like that orange stripe up the side, that's your parallel, which is they're basically following in the Contenders' footsteps. So that would mean Jonathan Brooks. This would be your bronze, I believe it was. Yeah, bronze retail. So yeah, they're following in the Contenders' footsteps, because Contenders, if you've opened Panini Contenders, the foil on Contenders, they'll have like the parallels, but all it is just different colored foil in Contenders. With these ones, it looks like all they did was they just added a strip of color up the side, and that's your parallel. So this would be the bronze parallel, and there's our orange, or blue and orange, I guess I should say. So blue and orange parallel. So, you know, I mean, it's a cool effort, Topps. But yeah, cool effort, but you know, it's the same as Contenders. Like, cool, you changed one little swatch of color on the card. Same as Absolute. When Panini does Absolute and they say, look for these different colored parallels, and all it is the little dots on the card are a different color. We do have an acetate back here. There's Tom Brady. Tom Brady's always a good one to have. There's a little CJ Stroud. Kicker, Joshua Carty. Got a little John Elway on the bronze and our acetate. Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning on the star cast. That's not numbered. But these are actually pretty cool little parallels. I've seen a couple of these ones pulled, and these are actually, looks pretty cool. I like that one. Yeah, let's see a good one of that, of like Bo Nix, Caleb Williams, Jayden Daniels. All right, I'm gonna try and quit flapping my gums as much. Appreciate you hanging out. I do tend to talk a lot. I just kind of start rambling while I'm opening cards here. Rich Cannon, that guy. Good quarterback for my Raiders. Somewhat overrated. I'll say it now. Gridiron Ambassadors. Dan Fouts. Man. Dude looks like he's about to eat somebody's head off. Jalen Simpson and Cooper DeJean. Picture of Dan Fouts. It looks like he's about to just go rabid. You get your hand too close to that ball, he's going to bite you. Donovan McNabb. Falk Allen. Bernie Kosar. There's little Chris Carter on the total touchdowns. 131. Oop. Pile's trying to run away down there. Marius Mims and Spencer Rattler. See if Rattler steps up this year. He's got some competition now. If he can get over his ego and actually put forth a little bit of effort, Rattler could be good. Could have a chance. There we go. After image, alter image. Alter image or after image? I guess after. Kind of hard to tell behind his leg there. It's like after image. Xavier Worthy. I'll take that. Kalen Carson and Devin Leary. So we've gotten a ton of the bronze quote-unquote parallels. No autos. One numbered card. At least a decent numbered card with Rattler and Breeze on there. So take that. We had no autos. Let's see if we can go through all of our signature, I'll say it again, signature class without any signatures. Go Barry, AJ Barner, and Dejon Edwards. A lot of rookies. No real big name rookies other than, you know, Rattler. There we go, another acetate card. We're looking at Xavier Worthy. That's a cool one. A couple rookies back there, but that's Xavier Worthy. That's actually a really cool card. I like that. That's a cool design. See, it almost takes you back to the we talked about Topps Composite. It looks like some of the Topps Composite stuff when they did kind of the cosmic and everything, and it wasn't like overdone. Yeah, it looks like some of the composite stuff from last year. Cool. Those are actually pretty cool inserts. The cards themselves, I mean, it's, you know, penny bin fodder for the most part. Brett Favre and Jordan Love. Paramount Pairings. Not sure I didn't go like, I don't know, maybe like Favre and Rodgers. Rodgers and Love. Cade Stover and Cooper Beebe. I guess because Rodgers was on the Jets. You know. But hey, at least Rodgers is on a football team now. Unless, you know, they got all hyped up that he was going to the Steelers and finally signing his paperwork, and then he got cut. But I don't know, we'll see. Should be on the Steelers, though. Speaking of them, there's Jerome Bettis, Darrelle Revis, and Roman Wilson. Start trying to zoom through these a little bit more here. Now I got to see the first box. Nothing too crazy. One numbered card. A couple acetate cards. No autos. I have a feeling this is going to treat me just like Contenders treats me. This one's upside down. There's an Adonai Mitchell. This one is numbered. There you go. There's a little Adonai Mitchell upside down. That one is a purple to 250. So it is still just the paper stock, but it has purple on it. And that one is numbered to 250. 113 out of 250 Adonai Mitchell. There we go. Some trouble getting it in there. There we go. All right. Come on, autograph. That's what we're here for. Autograph, redemption, something exciting. We do have some color back here, so that's a plus. This Indianapolis. Jayden James. This one is numbered out of 175. 108 out of 175. Jayden James on the refractor. And Cedric Gray and Kalen King. So yeah, already 300% more numbered cards than Resurgence. Step the game up, Resurgence. Gotta step it up. Another acetate card back here. I don't see any more autos though. There's a little J.J. Watt on the StarCast. So we're getting some veterans on this StarCast. Veterans, I don't think we've seen, other than Rattler, I don't think we've seen any of the other rookie QBs. Holding out hope still. Yeah, this might treat me like Contenders. Contenders is pretty much, if you've opened Contenders before, unless you go hobby, retail Contenders, megas, blasters, whatever, it's pretty much just a dust bowl unless you get something like really good. Unless you get an autograph or a good numbered card. Contenders is really just a giant dust bowl. And this is kind of following the footsteps. Following the footsteps of Contenders, because it's got the just randomly colored, you know, quote-unquote parallels. Nothing too exciting unless you're getting an autograph. Do have some numbered cards. You're getting a lot more numbered than you would get in Contenders. Another Brooks Gridiron Ambassadors. Getting a ton of the like back end rookies. A lot of the rookies coming out of here are, you know, the real kind of lesser known guys, dudes that were drafted late and they're just kind of taking up spots. Other than like Xavier Worthy, I don't think we really pulled Xavier Worthy and Spencer Rattler. We haven't really pulled a notable rookie. There's Andre Reed, total touchdowns. Yeah, Cody Schrader, okay, and Braylon Trice. So yeah, this looks like this may skunk me as well. Other than numbered cards, I don't think I'm pulling any autos today. Chad Johnson there. There's another J.J. Watt and Tavondre Sweat. Yeah, other than, unless I get an auto in one of these 2-packs, I don't think I'm getting anything exciting. It's just going to be just an opening. So, yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Hey, we got an auto. All right, cool. So we at least got an autograph and an acetate. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. It does help the channel out. Still growing. Appreciate everybody. Passed over 50 subs, which is cool. Cool little milestone. I think YouTube's supposed to send me like a paper mache play button. Goodness, there's a name we haven't heard in a while. Jayden James for Arizona. And of course, we're looking at Isaiah Davis. 5th round, pick 38. Isaiah Davis out of 150. Yeah, that's a whole bunch of who? We'll take it though. It's an autograph. It's an autograph numbered to 150. But yeah, that's tops. That's kind of what you're going to expect to see in here. It is, you know, similar to Contenders. You're going to get a lot of autos that are just kind of, they're guys. They're guys that are there. They got pens in their hands and they're signing stickers. So, last pack, we're hoping to find something good. Otherwise these are just kind of boxes of cards. We have to open some chrome or some, there's a nice little Pandora back there, squares, whatever the Topps calls it. Open some chrome or some composite. Make myself feel better. There's Isaiah Davis again. Isaiah Davis coming to hang out with us. And the Pandora, not numbered, and the corner of that thing was just chunked up. So it looks good in the front, but if you can see right back there, I saw it as soon as I flipped it over, that whole corner is just chewed up there. Looks like I didn't get a clean cut and it tore the back paper off. Luckily it's not a high dollar card, but there you have it. 2 mega boxes of signature class. We got one signature numbered to 150 of Isaiah Davis. Kind of see if he gets some playing time next year or if it's just a filler auto. Appreciate you hanging out. Not a bad product. It looks good. The acetate cards are actually really cool. Like if Topps decided to do some like an illusions type of set and had those acetate cards in there, that actually might look pretty cool. The acetate cards look good, but the rest of the set, it's a Contenders-esque set. I mean, they basically all they did was they took paper stock. You either got your standard card with the white border, or you got this cool parallel with the orange and blue, which, I mean, Jared Wiley. I don't know too many people that are collecting Jared Wiley with the orange and blue parallels. So it is what it is. Go for the hobby. If you can spring for the hobby, get your 5 autographs. Go for those QBs. Megas, I mean, at least these two, nothing too crazy. Nothing to write home about. But yeah, there we have it. Signature class mega boxes. There's 2 down. Appreciate you hanging out today. Stick around. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Hit that little bell for notifications. We're going to be ripping all 3 of these products. Resurgence, Chrome, and Signature Class. Take one last shot, at least with Resurgence and Signature Class. See how they stack up against Chrome. Like I said, I've had a ton of good luck with Chrome. So we'll throw them all in a ring together and see what happens. Appreciate you hanging out today. Tune in for the next one, and I'll catch y'all next time.